Hey everyone, today I wanted to share with you some books and podcasts that I read and listen to for my personal development and my personal growth. So why personal development? Why personal growth? What is it? And how can it help you? So I'm making this video in hopes that maybe you'll try this out for, a couple weeks or a month, get a book and see what it can do for you. But I have found that it's hard to explain unless you experience it for yourself. So personal development and personal growth has helped me immensely in so many areas of my life. So my personal life, my relationships, my mentality. I always stress that your mindset is the number one thing and is key to success in anything. So personal development has helped me to build confidence, to become happier, to be more productive with my days, to keep out limiting beliefs, and to, throughout my business and places that I've worked. So there's so many reasons to do personal development and to grow yourself on a daily basis. So to get started, I wanted to share with you guys some books that I read, that I'm in the process of reading, that I have, and that I've finished. So my number one most favorite personal development book is You Are a Badass. This is a great one to get started with. And these are all super cheap on Amazon that you can get, Barnes & Noble, wherever. But the number one book that I would recommend for your first personal development book is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. She just is amazing in this, and if you think that personal development isn't for you, or that you don't need it in your life, she really just kind of helps you see through that and to explain things in a way that is, I don't know the word, but just she helps you explain it in a way that just cuts through, your self-sabotaging beliefs and the BS in your life, and that personal development can be something that is really helpful to you. So go out and get this book. I highly recommend it. The second one that I would recommend is, whether you're in business or you're not in business, is The Compound Effect, because this book relates to not only business but anything. So health, fitness, our goals with health and fitness, and for obtaining, our goal body that we want. And the idea behind this is that what you do daily, consistently, and whether it seems just insignificant and small, those little things matter every single day. So even though it seems small, seems like nothing's happening, nothing's moving forward, in time, and not just weeks, but months and years, that it matters. So The Compound Effect is my next book. I'm in the process of reading it. I'm about halfway done with that one. The next book that I highly recommend, and one of the people that I follow throughout my personal development journey, and I've been to a live event where that was extremely life-changing for me, is Dani Johnson. She is amazing. First Steps to Wealth. You can get this book for free, and you get the ebook for free. And it's really her explaining first steps to wealth for, money and abundance and stuff like that. She goes through relationships and how to talk to people, how to, act at your job, and how you can move up and increasing your income, and just expanding your influence, and just so many of the basic steps that you need. So I highly recommend this one, First Steps to Wealth by Dani Johnson. She's incredible, and she helps a lot of people get out of debt, but also with jobs, with relationships. She has so many programs that you can look into. Her website is danijohnson.com if you're interested in learning more. The next one is called 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life. I finished this one, and I think so many of you can relate to the chapters in this. It's literally 52 chapters of ways to help you, bring out your inner badass, and go through things that you struggle with and how to get through them. So 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life by Andrea Owen. Also bought on Amazon for pretty cheap. The next one, this book called to me because the author her name is Sophia, so I had to get it, and it's called Girl Boss. And this one is a really good one to have as well. I finished this one, and she started her own business, fashion business called Nasty Gal, if you're familiar with that. But she really goes through just her experience and gives her tips on creating the life that you desire, basically. So that one is called Girl Boss. The next one, the very first book that I read for my personal development was by John Maxwell. He is also another person that I follow for my leadership and for my growth. And this one is called The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I highly recommend this one, and I highly recommend looking into John Maxwell. He is the #1 leadership expert in the world. So he has a lot of YouTube videos that I've also listened to that I would recommend. So The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. The next one that I only have read a chapter of it, not a lot of it at all, but it's called You Are Not Your Brain. And this is actually a step-by-step book for solutions. So for changing bad habits, ending unhealthy thinking, and taking control of your life. So I just wanted to mention this one because I really think a lot of you could benefit from this, because he gives you a step-by-step way to help eliminate those bad habits and unhealthy thinking. The next one I haven't finished. I just started a while back, and I haven't kept reading it, but it's called The Sugar Smart Diet. So this one basically talks about, how you can stop cravings, but you can still enjoy sweets that you love, and still lose weight. So just basically how to do that. So The Sugar Smart Diet. The last one that I have not read, but I've had for a while now, but I wanted to mention it because I've heard good things about it, and it's called The Go-Giver. So I'm not quite sure what this one is about, but like I said, I've just heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm going to definitely check it out at some point. The podcasts and people that I recommend that you guys check out and follow for personal development is #1, Chalene Johnson. She is amazing. She has a podcast called The Chalene Show. So if you just search that in a podcast app that you have, you can find that. She does a lot with confidence, a lot with entrepreneurs, building confidence, and a lot of health and fitness tips, stuff like that. She has a YouTube channel as well. So the next one is Tony Robbins. I've just recently gotten into his stuff. He talks a lot about money and, living a life of abundance and giving and stuff like that. The next one, the next two actually I've already mentioned, Danny Johnson and John C. Maxwell. Danny Johnson has the Danny Johnson Show that is on YouTube, and I listen to that sometimes. And she also has the app of the Danny Johnson Show. So I highly, highly recommend that. She gives you steps to, not exactly steps, but tips on how to do certain things, whether it's grocery shop on a budget, how to get out of debt, relationships, all of that I already talked about. Danny Johnson. John C. Maxwell, I don't believe he has a podcast. I haven't looked into that, but he has YouTube videos that I've watched on leadership and growth, and you can find a lot of his stuff on YouTube. And if you have Periscope, I would also recommend Chalene Johnson. She does them all the time, and she's absolutely phenomenal. So that is my about 10 minutes, a little longer, but that is what I do for my personal development daily. I do at least 10 minutes a day. I try to listen to something while I'm showering or getting ready, cleaning, anything like that. The last one I wanted to recommend was Think and Grow Rich. It's a book, and I have started the YouTube of it, which is the book, but just as someone reading it aloud. So it's just an audio. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. And I hope that you guys get started on personal development just to see what it can do for you and, how it can change your life in a positive way in different areas of your life. So that's all for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye.